Alice, your food is terrible. Once again, I discarded it in the garbage.
Did you throw it all away? I haven't eaten yet.
If you're so eager to consume it, feel free to retrieve it from the trash and indulge yourself. To a piece of trash like you, it makes no difference whether it's on a plate or in the trash, does it?
What made you discard it without consulting me beforehand? I made the food for myself.
Such rubbish wouldn't even be devoured by a pig. If you want it so badly, go and get it.
You don't have to say it like that.
We're going out to eat. You can stay at home and make yourself more trash if you like.
Hold on! I used up all the ingredients I had to make that.
Yeah? So what?
There's nothing left in the house for me to eat. You threw it all away.
Well, if you don't want to eat from the trash, then you can go out on your own. Or would it be too sad and lonely to go eat out all by yourself? Especially in that stupid wheelchair of yours.
I don't mind going out alone. I just don't like eating out.
I don't care what you like and don't like to do. Why do I have to care about a useless disabled person like you? You don't even go to work or do any chores around the house. You should be grateful that we're paying for your expenses.
You're not really paying for my expenses. I'm paying all the expenses every month. I even told you before I work from home.
You're lying! A disabled person like you has no way of making money. You're useless! Anyways, have fun staying at home all alone with no food.
Well, I guess I'll get some delivery pizza then.
What? Don't go spending our money without our permission. That's my son's blood, sweat, and tears. Only my son, and I get to spend it.
I was going to use my money to pay for it anyways. Don't worry.
By the way, we're going on a trip next week.
Are you? Have fun. Are you going with your husband?
No, it's a family trip. Everybody's going.
Huh?
Well, everyone except for you, of course. Didn't Tony tell you?
No, he didn't say anything about it. What do you mean everyone in the family is going? Who's going?
It'll be me, my husband, and my son. Also, my daughter and her family are coming too. We're going to have fun without you since you'd be such a burden if you came along with us.
That's what I thought. You really hate me.
I didn't say anything like that now, did I? Don't put words into my mouth, young lady. We just don't have the time and energy to look after someone in a wheelchair. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, but you'll have to stay home.
Fine. I'll stay. But can you please stop saying stuff like I'm useless or I'm a burden to the family? I have feelings too. It's not like I get to choose to be or not to be in a wheelchair.
So what? You think you're the only person who doesn't have choices. I didn't choose you to be in our family. I don't know why my son chose to be with you. I won't take back what I said. You really are a burden to this family.
You don't have to be so harsh on me. But now I understand. That's how you really feel about me.
I'm not the only one who feels this way about you.
Huh?
Tony regrets marrying you. Nobody wants you here anymore. Why are you still here?
Did Tony really say that about me?
Of course, why wouldn't he? That's why I'm helping him.
Helping him with what?
So that he can divorce you and find someone better. I'm helping him look for a new partner.
A new partner?
I really hope he finds someone soon. You should start packing your stuff to leave. Soon there will be no place for you here anymore.
You've been treating me like a housemaid. No, more like a slave. And yet you were planning to get rid of me all along. I see I'm no longer wanted here. Have fun at your family trip. A few minutes later. I heard you're going on a family trip this weekend. A family trip that everyone in the family is going on except for me.
Who told you that? My mom? I was going to tell you eventually.
Tell me what?
The hotel she reserved for the trip is not wheelchair friendly. So I'm sorry we can't take you with us this time.
You had no intention on bringing me along, did you?
What? No! Don't be silly. Come on, lighten up the bit.
Do you think I'm a burden too? Ever since your mom moved in to live with us, you started coming home late every night. You ignore everything I say about your mom. You've changed.
Do you really think I've changed? Well, a lot has been going on ever since she started living with us. I don't want to come back from work to just get even more tired seeing you and my mom fight.
So you don't care when your mom says horrible things to me?
That's not what I'm saying. I just want you to get along with each other. But your fights have got nothing to do with me. So leave me out of all that.
It has everything to do with you. She's living here with us because she's your mother.
Oh, shut up already. You're so annoying. It just makes it harder for us when you come on our trips because of your wheelchair. That's why my mom told you not to come, so what am I supposed to do?
So you do think I'm a burden?
Well, that's how everyone feels about wheelchairs. That's not something I can change.
Something you can't change. All right. Fine. That's enough. That was a lot of fun. I almost forgot how fun it is to go on trips when we're not held back by useless package like you. I'm so glad we left you at home. I told you that I make money on my own from home, and yet you keep saying that I'm useless? Why are you getting worked up so suddenly? You don't need to make up lies to try and win me over. It won't work. As if you can really make money on your own when you can't even walk using your own legs. It must be so much fun going on a trip while also looking down on me at the same time. Oh yeah! I'm having the time of my life. The trip was just so good without you. Well, good for you. Not that I really care. But good for you. I can't say this enough. The trip was a million times better without you and your stupid wheelchair. By the way, we're on the way back, so start making dinner so we have something to eat right away. I'm not there. Huh? I moved out and I'm not coming back. So I'm not cooking dinner for you. I'm not doing any house chores.
I'm not paying for anything anymore.
What? You left already? You're really not coming back? You could at least have said goodbye first. Who taught you your manners?
Aren't you happy that you'll get back from your family fun trip without having to ever see me again?
You're such a wuss for running away like this. Not that I care. Now Tony can focus on finding his new partner.
I could tell from the day I met you, but you're really a horrible person. Did you know that? I'll get divorced from Tony soon, so you don't have to worry about me getting in the way of finding your new daughter-in-law.
Oh, perfect, thanks. It would be such a pain if we had to get a lawyer involved to get rid of you.
We'll see about that. It's still up to you whether you're going to need a lawyer or not. I'm already getting prepared for it.
What? You're starting to talk nonsense, but I'll let you go. It doesn't really matter anyways. Don't you ever show up in our lives again with your stupid wheelchair.
I don't intend to. Goodbye.
Hey, you! What's all this about?
What are you fussing about?
Where's all the furniture? Where are all the electronics and everything we had in the house? Did you steal them?
What do you mean I stole them? I only took the things that belong to me.
What? Things that belong to you? Nothing in this house belonged to you. How did you move all the stuff out in just 2 days?
Well, I was getting tired of being in this house for a while now. So I was already ready to move out. Did you forget that you made us replace all the furniture and electronics because you thought they were too old and used up?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Especially your couch was so dirty and disgusting. It really needed replacing. But Tony also bought some of the stuff, didn't he? Give him back the things that belonged to him. Are you too stupid to understand that not everything belongs to you?
You're the one who's not understanding this.
What?
Your son didn't buy a thing.
What are you saying?
Tony got fired from his job. Now he's working at a minimum wage. Part-time.
He's working part-time?
He doesn't get paid vacation, nor does he get any of the benefits he had before. He uses up all his money on himself, so he's never bought anything for the house or for both of us to use. So I bought all the stuff that I took. I also paid for all the utilities in the house.
What? Then what has my Robert been doing with his free time?
Beats me. Maybe he was looking for a new partner like you said.
No way! I don't believe you. Give us back what belongs to Tony. I'll sue you. You thief.
Go ahead. I have proof that I bought it all myself. I keep all my receipts.
Do you really?
Yes, I told you I'm prepared. Do you get it now? I can take everything in that house. I bought every single thing with my money.
But Tony has been paying the mortgage for this house. It's not like he really spends it all on himself.
No. I've been paying the mortgage this whole time.
What? So you didn't know?
I never told you because I didn't want you to think less of your son. But I guess he was happy to make me seem like I was the useless one.
What? I don't get what you're saying.
You've been saying things like I'm useless and that I'm a burden to the family. But you know I ended up in a wheelchair because of Tony, don't you?
Because of Tony?
So you didn't know about that either. Well, I'd rather not get into that with someone like you anyway. I'm getting divorced, so let's just keep talking about money. I may be in a wheelchair, but I can work. I've made enough money and have plenty of savings to hire a lawyer. She'll be contacting you guys soon enough.
A lawyer? Why do you need a lawyer?
For the divorce, dummy. I'm going to make sure to take Robert for everything I can get. And to avoid having to respond to your crazy requests.
Why should he have to give you anything?
Because of you. You told me that he's looking for a new partner. So I made sure to get proof that he's cheating on me. Thanks to you, I'll be getting a lot of money from this divorce.
I can't believe you're doing this to us. There's no way we're paying you anything. Why would we ever do that?
Well, it's the law. We were a husband and a wife and he cheated on me while we were still married. I have the right to compensation.
What do you mean you have the right?
Anyways, shouldn't you stop wasting your time talking to me? And start looking for a job to start making some money?
What? Why do I have to look for a job?
Well, apparently your husband lost all of his savings on gambling.
What?
So he's been asking me to let him borrow some money.
He never told me that.
It seems that he's not working either. You really don't know much about your family, do you?
Were you trying to get close with my husband? Why do you know all that?
No. It's just that I was always home. And I could hear everyone's phone conversations, your conversations. Made me really worried to be a part of this family. I'm glad to be leaving it.
Hold on. Then what will happen to us once you're gone? How are we going to pay for the house? The expenses? The furniture and everything else we need?
That's why I said you should get a job. Good luck finding one. So I guess this is it. Don't ever try to contact me again. Goodbye. Sorry, I was so useless and a burden to you.
Upon discovering Alice's departure, the entire family became filled with panic. Maya managed to coax Tony into revealing all the things he had been concealing from her. Upon receiving legal notifications from Alice's attorney, the family experienced another wave of panic. Maya's husband abruptly resigned from his job without informing her and accumulated significant debt, resulting in complete chaos within the family. Tony and his father became furious with Maya for pressuring Alice to leave the house, while Maya was equally enraged with them for quitting their jobs without informing her. Although they were busy assigning blame to each other, it was clear that they were all at fault and had no one else to hold accountable.
Hey Selena. Thanks for what you did for me. I really appreciate this. I'll probably ask you to do the same for me next year as well.
Edna, please stop. I never said it was okay, in the first place. It's also not fair to your child. I'm sure they don't want to spend their summer vacation at a relative's house. I'm sure they want to spend time with their parents, don't you think?
How do you know? Aren't you just guessing? You have never even raised a child before. How does someone like you know how they feel?
It's true that I never had children of my own, but both Boo and Joy seem to miss you. I tried to take them to as many places as possible so they could have a good summer. However, they look really uncomfortable in the second half of summer vacation.
They will be perfectly fine. We'll be spending the next 11 months living together, so I don't think they'll be upset for long. It's better for them to remember me anyway. That way, they will even obey me better. Anyway, I won't leave them with you for that long.
You abandoned them at my place for a whole month. I think it's a very long time, especially for children.
Abandoned? You make it sound much worse. My husband and I want to have some alone time to enjoy our summer vacation together. All I do is ask you to take care of them while we are away.
I may be your sister-in-law, but this just takes things too far. I'm not even saying we'll take care of them for you. You are forcing us.
Don't you like them? You think they are just a burden, right? I can't believe you think so badly of them. They will be very sad to hear this.
I never said anything like that. Stop twisting my words. I just want you to think of us before forcing them to stay with us. I and my husband can't plan ourselves because of what you do to us. Boo and Joy are also really annoying to have to stay with us every year.
I don't care if they are sad or not. I always explain to them why they stay with you. It's not like I'm abusing them or getting mad at them. Can you stop making it seem like I did something evil?
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just that we can't take care of them for a month out of every year. It's not fair to any of us.
Then why don't you tell the two of them directly when they come to stay with you next year? You can tell them to go and find another place to stay because you don't want them to come.
Why don't you understand what I'm saying? I did not mean that. Both are so sweet and I love them so much.
Don't try to make excuses. You're just trying to say they're a burden in a good way. I feel so sorry for both of you to have to spend a month living with a cruel woman like you.
That's enough. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I think you will at least thank me for taking care of them, but it seems you are not capable of doing that. It felt like I was talking to a wall. You don't understand anything I tell you.
You are the one who makes things difficult. I hope you try to fix your personality in the way you talk to people next year.
Hello, Selena. I am so sorry for all the trouble she has caused you over the years.
It's really fine. It's not something you should apologize for, anyway.
We think you take care of Boo and Joy every year because you want to. We are very sorry.
Never mind. There's no way for you to know. Edna lied to you and said I can't have children, right? It's easy to see why you would think I'd want to take care of them for a whole month.
I was really shocked when I realized it was all a lie. I couldn't believe what she did. We'll take care of them this summer anyway, so you should plan your summer. Haven't had a free summer in a long time, right? Now that you're divorced from Andrew, I guess you can spend the summer doing whatever you want.
I'm sorry for causing so much trouble for you and your family. You are always with me and are very good to me. Thanks so much for that.
No problem. You really did nothing wrong. Andrew and Edna are your troublemakers. We should be the ones apologizing to you. They try to force you to do all sorts of things just because you are a housewife.
I am truly grateful for what you have done for me. If you don't force them to sign the divorce papers, I don't think I can get rid of him.
Stop thanking me for what I did. That's the thing to do. You are the one who has been through all the pain and suffering. I hope that you can live freely and enjoy your life from now on.
I will try my best to live a happy life from now on. Even so, I really enjoy spending time with Boo and Joy. Both are very cute and funny. I'm sad to think that I won't be able to see them again.
If that's the case, then you should visit us in the summer. I'm sure they'd love to see you, and I'd love to see you too.
I think I would really like that. I wanted to visit you last summer, but I didn't have time.
It's okay, you don't have to worry about it. I know that you have been busy taking care of them.
I'm a little curious what Mike thinks about her making me babysit their kids over the summer. I think he is a very caring and good father.
Yeah, I'm also a little curious. Maybe he was just as fooled by Edna as I was. I will explain everything to him when I have a chance to talk to him. Either way, you don't need to worry about anything anymore. Leave everything to me.
Okay, thank you very much. Please let me know if you need my help. I will come see you in August.
Great. We will all look forward to seeing you.
Hey Selena. How are you? I need to ask you a favor. I want you to take care of my kids from today.
Wait, what? Are you serious? There's no way I can do it, it's too sudden.
It is an emergency. I left them both outside your apartment, can you let them in?
What did you just say? Are you crazy? How can you do that with your child? Where are you going so suddenly? Can't you take them with you?
No, unfortunately I can't bring them with me. I will go on a tour from today. We were going to go a little later, but today's flights are too cheap. And make sure you don't tell anyone about this, okay? Not even Mike.
Wait, what? Aren't you traveling with him?
That's right. It's just that he's been in a bad mood lately. I really don't want you to talk to him about this, okay? You better listen to what I say.
Find someone else to take care of them. I'm not at home right now and I won't be for a while. You should ask me first if you really need me to take care of them for you.
Why are you so difficult? I ask you because you have taken care of them many times before. I will ask you to do the same again in the summer. I need you to take care of them for a month as usual. You are a housewife and have no children. You must have plenty of free time. Also, you're my stepsister, so you'll be happy to help a family member.
Actually, I'm not your stepsister anymore because I'm divorced from your brother.
Wait, what? Are you guys divorced?
Well, the reason I'm not at home right now is because I've filed all of our divorce papers. The divorce is now official, so we are just strangers to each other. You can't ask me for help anymore. We are no longer family. Also, I really don't want to keep in touch with you anymore, so please don't text me as often.
Are you serious? Are you guys divorced? That was annoying.
Those things are not important right now. Do you realize what's going on? You need to pick up your kids before anything happens to them. It's dark outside and you just leave them there, right? They must be very scared.
I can't go get them anymore. Now it's too late to go back. I'm sorry, but could you go pick them up instead? I don't know who to ask.
I told you I have other things to do, so I won't be home for a while. I still have a few hours to go before I can go home. You're probably still nearby, so go back and seal them. They must be very scared and worried. You need to cancel your stay.
It is not possible. I will definitely travel on this vacation. I think they'll be fine anyway if they're left there for a few hours. You can leave them in the house when you return home.
Are you serious? I thought you were their mother. Just that. I've had enough. I'll contact Mike and tell him to pick them up.
What did you just say? You cannot do it. You won't dare.
Why are you suddenly panicking? I know that he really cares about them and will go pick them up right away. I am calling him now.
Stop! Don't call him. I'll go pick them up right away. I will do what you say, so please don't tell him anything about this.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. I'm back and I'm going to pick them up.
Why are you acting so weird? Isn't he the one driving the car you're in at the moment? Does he know about what's going on?
Of course he knows, so don't worry. It's just that he resorted to violence when he was in a bad mood.
What? I don't think he's that kind of person.
I panicked because I was afraid he would hit me again. I'm sorry I panicked and said some weird things. I will go pick up my children as soon as possible.
I really don't know about that at all. I'm sorry you had to go through that kind of trauma.
It's okay because I'm used to it. To tell you the truth, I really wanted to take Boo and Joy with us on our summer vacation. The only reason I left them was because he wanted to travel without them.
I see. I didn't know about that. I'll let you pick up Boo and Joy, okay? Go and pick them up as soon as you can.
I'm on my way. Hey, it's an emergency. I cannot find them anywhere. They have disappeared from where I left them. What do you think I should do? Do I need to notify the police that they are missing?
It's okay, you don't need to worry about them. They're with Mike right now. He came to pick them up.
What did you just say?
I called him just in case, and to my surprise he picked up the phone right away. I thought he wouldn't answer because he was driving. I told him about the whole situation and he was really shocked about it all. He told me that he would immediately go to pick them up. I was so confused because I thought he was with you.
Did you tell me you know what happened?
No, I really don't know. I called Mike as soon as you told me you left them outside my apartment. He was about to get on a train to another city for work. I got in touch with him right before it was too late. He immediately canceled the schedule and went to pick them up.
So you're telling me you know he went to pick up the kids already? Why are you still making me come back if they weren't there when I got there? You have wasted a lot of my precious time.
I just did it so he could check who you're traveling with. I'm sure it's another man, right?
Wait, what? Are you serious? Is he waiting for me around here?
He told me he was going to take some pictures as proof. He said he wanted to hit you in the face, but that would put him at a disadvantage in a lawsuit.
Where is he? Are you sure he's here?
It's too late for you. He told me he had taken the pictures. The text messages you sent me are also very good proof.
Did you trap me? I cannot believe it. How long did it take you to plan all of this?
We are not planning anything. How do we know you're going to drop the kids in front of my apartment? All of this happened because of what you did. You should be angry with yourself.
I will not forgive you for this. You better prepare for my revenge.
I didn't do anything wrong, so I won't care about you. Either way, I'm glad we got some solid evidence of you cheating and mistreating your child. You should also stop lying about everything.
I did nothing wrong, nor did I lie. What are you talking about?
I know that you told your mother I couldn't have children even though I loved them. You lied to Mike too, didn't you?
How do you know that?
Yes, I know. I really enjoyed taking care of Boo and Joy because they are both so sweet. What I don't like is the story you make up about me. You act like I'm begging you to let them come to my place for the summer. Mike told me he was going to complain to me about it this summer. He was about to tell me that he wanted to spend the summer with his kids and he wanted me to stop demanding to bring them over.
Okay, I'm sorry I lied to them about that. I'm tired of taking care of the kids all the time, so I want to have some time to myself during the summer vacation. That's the only reason I have to lie.
Sorry, I at this point won't change anything. Maybe you should apologize to your husband before apologizing to me. You cheated on him.
I didn't lie to him. I ran into an old friend by chance.
Stop those lies. You were planning to spend the night with a man as soon as you found out your husband was going on a business trip. The only thing stopping you are the kids, so that's why you abandoned them. You are really a bad person. I feel sorry for the rest of your family.
Shut up. Did you just call me a bad person? You better be careful with your mouth. I feel stressed at home and need some time to relax.
I'm not saying you shouldn't rest and relax. I am telling you that it is not okay to abandon your children and cheat on your husband.
I think you're right about that. I admit that maybe what I did today was a bit wrong. People make mistakes all the time, so I think I deserve to be forgiven.
You are acting as if you are the victim.
I'm sorry for what I did to you, and I guarantee it will never happen again. Can you please forgive me?
I won't do that. I know you want me to talk to Mike so he can forgive you. I'm no longer part of your family, so I won't meddle in private matters. You need to talk to him directly and work this out together.
I beg you to talk to him. I know that he will not forgive me if I ask him to forgive me. I know I messed up. Please help me.
I'm sorry, but I can't believe any of the words you say. If you really feel remorse for what you've done, then I suggest you start by trying to improve your trashy personality. After everything happened, Mike asked for a divorce from Edna the next day. She also lost custody of Boo and Joy. He asked her to pay child support and tuition for both children. She has no savings and has to borrow money to pay Mike what she owes him. She tried to get help from the guy she had an affair with, but he ran away as soon as she got divorced. She has no place to live and her whole family cuts ties with her. Soon after that I moved out of the city and I don't know where she is now. Boo and Joy were adopted by Edna's mother. After a while, Mike moved in with them and they currently live together. I visit their house from time to time and they are all living a happy life together. The two children have grown so much every time I visit them. It's nice to see them actually smiling from the bottom of their hearts.
Hey, Mom. Where's everybody? I just got home from work, but no one is home.
Why did you leave so early today?
I feel very good today, so I get everything done quickly and on time.
Oh, I get it.
I will make dinner. Is there something you want me to do?
No, we won't have dinner at home.
Are you eating at a restaurant?
No, we are traveling to Europe.
What?
Your dad, your sister, and we're going to have a family trip, just the three of us.
A family trip without me?
Your dad suddenly gets 2 months of paid leave. We also made some extra money from our investments, so we decided to go to Europe together. We just got on the plane.
What about me?
Why do you think you can come with us?
Huh?
You get sick very often. You will ruin our trip if we take you with us.
But I want to go to Europe.
Don't be selfish. At least let us enjoy this trip without you.
I'm sorry.
It's fine as long as you get it. Keep us safe at home.
I will.
And never contact us until we return from this trip.
What? Why? What if it's an emergency? It is possible to contact you if it is an emergency, right?
Why are you in a situation where you have to contact us? Just don't get yourself in trouble. If something really happens to you, someone else will contact us instead of you. I just don't want you to spoil our trip by making us remember your miserable face. Therefore, you should not contact us at any time until we get back.
Okay.
We have to get on the plane now. See you in 2 months. Keep the house clean and safe. And don't spend your money on useless things.
I know.
Hi, Fiona. My parents said that they saw your parents and sister at the airport yesterday. Why don't you stay with them?
Oh, hello, Otis. They traveled to Europe without me. Looks like they'll be away for 2 months.
What the hell? Why did they go on such a long trip without you?
You know how often I get sick. They said I would ruin their trip if I went with them and got sick during the trip.
That's a bad statement.
It's good now. Anyway, I have a job. I can't take 2 months off work to go with them.
But I still worry that you have to be home alone. What if something happened to you? Who will be there to help?
You are so sweet to care about someone like me. What have I done to deserve you? Thank you for always being with me. I love you.
I told you to stop talking about yourself like that. It's normal to be nice to the person you love.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It has become a habit to think of myself that way. But I will try to change for you.
Well, I guess it's inevitable that you've been around such a toxic family for over 20 years. I can understand why it's hard for you to change right away. But make small changes so you stop treating yourself badly.
Thank. You are so attentive.
Oh, you should see a doctor.
What?
Isn't now a good time to do it while your family is away?
But my mother told me not to spend money on useless things.
Your health check is not in vain. I will find you a good doctor. This is what I want most for my future wife.
Your future wife?
I was going to propose to you directly. But I can't wait any longer to let you know that I want you to be with me for the rest of my life. And I want you to be healthy so we can be together as long as possible. Don't you want to marry me? Is it because of what I do for a living?
No. Not so. That's not what I mean. It's just that my mind goes blank for a moment. I want to get married with you.
I think you'll break up with me for a second there. I won't make you regret marrying me.
Hi, Fiona. You forgot to clean the house.
Yes, Mom? Oh, that's right. It's been 2 months.
Stop acting like a fool. I don't know where you are wandering now, but come back now and clean the house. I didn't think I would return from such a pleasant trip to a dirty house covered in dust.
Mom, I don't live there anymore. I have left.
What do you mean?
I'm not going back to that house again, so you'll have to clean it up yourself.
What do you mean you don't come back? Do you think you can continue to live alone because you get sick often?
Yes, about that. I went to the doctor and checked myself.
What? I told you not to spend money on such useless things. You should save money for something more important.
Please, listen to me. Apparently, the reason I get sick so often is my allergy to house dust.
Allergic to dust?
Now that I think about it, I don't feel bad staying in my room because I can keep it clean and tidy. But my symptoms got worse when I had to clean your room.
You mean because we live in filth, that's why you get sick? Be careful with your words when you talk to me.
But it is true. You keep your room covered with dust all the time until it's covered, and then you make me clean up for you. You could let me in the room more often to clean it up before the dust builds up, but for some reason you don't want me in the room too often. But this explains why I feel nauseous every time I walk into your room, but I'll be fine after a while.
Stop wasting my time. I don't care why you are so sensitive to dust. Wear a mask or whatever you have to do to prevent that and go back to the house to clean up.
I told you I'm not going home.
What?
My boyfriend proposed to me.
Do you have a boyfriend?
I'm about to get married.
Are you serious?
He always took good care of me and even took me to the doctor to find out why I was often sick. He is a wonderful person.
So you left to live with this guy? Why did you make such an important decision without asking us first?
Well, you told me not to contact you until you returned from the trip. That's why I'm telling you now.
Don't make excuses with me. We won't be able to let you get married before your sister. We will never forgive you if you get married before her.
Does she already have a fiancé?
We can't let any old man get close to her without scrutinizing her. She is our daughter. We have to be careful with who we let her be with. She can't marry someone who has no money and doesn't treat her well. We are still looking for a nice rich gentleman for her to marry.
Then when will I get married?
You don't have to get married. Either way, the man you're with probably isn't that great. After all, which man would choose to marry you?
Don't talk about him like that. He treated me so well, made me realize how badly you all treated me. You have no right to say anything like that about him.
Pay attention to your tone, Fiona.
I will get married regardless of what you say.
Fiona! Don't be so selfish. We won't let you get married. Hi, Fiona. I found out where you had your wedding.
Huh? What?
Right now I'm in the dressing room.
But I didn't invite you.
I joined using the invitation you sent your aunt.
An invitation from Aunt Kiera? What are you talking about?
You should have stayed home like a sick person. I won't let you go through this wedding. Even if I have to destroy it with my own hands.
Mom, what are you going to do?
Now it's all over for you. You won't have a dress to wear. I cut it into pieces. Now you will have to cancel the entire wedding ceremony.
What? My wedding dress? But
There is no way you can get married now. You cannot have a wedding without a wedding dress.
I wore the dress.
What?
I mean, our wedding just ended. And I'm about to take the dress off.
What?
Where are you? Are you still in this wedding hall?
Yes, of course. I arrived at the wedding hall on Madison Street exactly as it was on the invitation.
But my wedding was in Greece.
Are you in Greece?
I just invited his family and friends. I did not invite any of my relatives.
So whose dress is this?
Could it be that you are at one of Aunt Kiera's friends' weddings?
What? Oh no.
Aunt Kiera told me that her friend's son is getting married.
I accepted this invitation from her.
Yes. Didn't you check the name on the invitation?
Oh no.
So that wedding dress was torn to pieces by you. I wonder how much it costs.
It's all your fault. Kiera's friends are making me pay not only for the wedding dress, but for the wedding itself. She canceled the wedding after learning what I did to her dress. Now she is making me pay for the wedding she canceled. How can I pay $40,000? It's your fault for having a wedding on the same day and confusing me with another wedding. And it's your fault for not listening to me about not getting married before your sister. It's all your fault. So you should pay this $40,000.
Stop talking to her like that.
What?
You are talking to my wife there. You can't treat her like that.
Who is this?
My name is Otis. Fiona and I just got married.
Is that Otis?
Oh, so you've heard of my name?
Why did the son of a gang boss marry my daughter?
We went to the same high school and I fell in love with her as soon as I saw her. Do not worry. I will not follow in my father's footsteps. I'm just an ordinary person working in a construction company.
But your dad is still.
Hey, let me talk a little bit.
I'm sorry.
If you wanted to talk about my father so much, would you like to meet him in person?
No. I don't want to.
I'm here to ask you a favor. Fiona doesn't want to see you again.
Okay. Do whatever you want.
Okay, good. I'm glad you understood so quickly. You are not as stupid as I thought. Never go near Fiona, hear me?
Yes, of course.
And another thing.
What is it?
About Fiona's sister, Hebe.
How about her?
We'll take her with us.
What?
She's already here with us.
Why is she there?
I want to be with Fiona. Our parents just treat us like dolls that they can do anything with. The only person who ever treated me like a real human being was Fiona. I don't want to go to Europe without her, but her parents keep refusing to take her with me. Please, let me stay with Fiona. That's what Hebe told us.
Did she say so?
It's disgusting that two people are trying to get her to marry a 40-year-old man just because he's rich. She's just 19 years old.
How did you find that out?
Oh, don't underestimate me. I may not be in my father's business, but I have my way to access any information I need. Hebe is beautiful and multi-talented. She's exactly the type of person the 40-year-old pig wants to marry. He wants your daughter so much that he will do anything.
Yes, he told us that too.
He even stalks her.
It's just because he loves Hebe too much.
But she was afraid of him and ran to us for help. We can't let her go back to you crazy people.
No. Wait. Please return Hebe to us. What would we do without her?
That pig will pay you if you convince Hebe to marry him, right? You just wanted to use her for money.
What?
So your plan is to get him to pay the $40,000 you owe for the wedding you destroyed. By making Hebe marry someone she doesn't want. You tell Fiona that your husband gets 2 months of paid leave. But the truth is that he quit because you thought that pig would give you enough money to live a lifetime. Bastards! You are worse than a pig lusting after your daughter.
No! We only.
Promise me you'll never go near Hebe either.
I will.
I'm glad this is going easy. I think it will be much harder to make you understand. I'm glad I don't have to convince you.
Yes, sir. Are we done talking?
Correct. I have nothing more to say to you. Don't worry about your daughter. I will take good care of them. Have fun figuring out how to pay for the wedding you ruined. My parents have stopped communicating with me and my sister. But I love my sister more than ever, and we're really close. My toxic parents lost 2 daughters at once, and the pig that wanted to have a sister was furious because they didn't keep their promise. He was so angry that he asked them to return the security deposit he had paid them when my parents agreed to force Hebe to marry him. That's the money they used for their trip to Europe, and they have nothing left to give back. So, they have to borrow money to pay him. They will now be in debt for years to come. They sold their house, but it was in such bad condition that it didn't sell for much. Now my sister and I can live freely without worrying about our toxic parents reappearing in our lives. I'm really grateful for what Otis has done for us.
So, what are your thoughts? Having your boyfriend hauled away. Is it painful? Is it agonizing? Do you have the want to cry? Would you kindly tell me? I have no notion because it has never occurred to me before. What's up? Don't be so reserved. You may tell me anything. LOL.
Really? In fact, do you want to know how I'm feeling right now? I'm so angry right now that I want to hit the female who grabbed him square in the face. I feel that way. So how about I approach you right now and hit you in the face? What do you think about that?
Oh no. You scared me. Well, a bitch. I'm waiting here. Come here quickly. LOL. But that's not my fault at all. It's because you're ugly, right? Kane wants me, not you. He doesn't want anyone else, including you, and he only wants to choose me.
What do you desire in a husband like Kane? He's just a used trash can. I'm quite apprehensive about your taste. You're no different from a loser who uses other people's belongings. Not only you, but Kane as well. The two of you are completely insane. I'm not even sure how to phrase it. I don't see why somebody would act in such a manner. You're such a disgusting person, and you're also awful.
What exactly did you say? Smooching, did you just say that? No longer do I know anyone who uses that expression, LOL. It's been a decade since I heard it. Your vocabulary is as outdated and dull as you are. Dated and weak, you make me laugh so hard. You weren't entertained by our makeout session? We now refer to it as making out, but is it really kissing if you can see it? Oh, and in case you weren't close enough to him to know, he makes a fantastic kisser.
Oh my God, you're simply a psychopath. I don't really need this right now. You two are in the same bag of rotten apples, which means you two were destined to be together. I'm not sure who started off bad, but now you two are alike.
I'm overjoyed that I was able to end this connection. You are to be commended for assisting me in realizing that Ted is nothing more than a piece of garbage. The only thing I'll ever thank you for, so please accept my gratitude and go away immediately. I can't do this now. I'm busy.
Trying to appear so powerful while being so adorable. However, it's not cute when someone their age tries to be adorable. It's disgusting. I take it that you work in human resources? Why are all the employees in the HR department so uninteresting? Why are all the people in your department so dull? You must enjoy life. Others shouldn't lead dull lives like yours.
According to your criteria of dull, I'm fine with boring myself. The folks in my department are not at all dull in my opinion. However, this dialogue is quickly becoming monotonous. Just in case you weren't aware, the other secretaries in your department whom you like are disparaging you. I overheard them remark that because of all the awful things you're doing to individuals, the department as a whole is developing a poor name thanks to you.
What? Who? Who is slandering me behind my back?
Right away.
Why not just ask them directly? Work with them, do you? To be honest, I'm very confident they wouldn't tell you in any case since I believe they all despise you.
You're really obnoxious, you know. You believe your comebacks are that good? Whoever said that is simply speaking poorly of me out of jealousy for what I have and they cannot. Even telling me outright in my face wouldn't be enough for them.
They're talking smack, in my opinion, since you're constantly running after other women's husbands and not working. I'm sure no one would be complaining if you really did your job and kept your mouth shut.
Do not speak to me in such a manner. I did nothing. You should definitely stop talking. You irritate me so much all the time. You ought to get better at biting your tongue. You always behave as though you're superior to me and propagate false allegations that I wasn't effective. Oh my gosh, everything about you irritates me. Are you depressed now that he is yours? Are you truly alone? Laughed where you belong in the dark? Or is it this that makes you feel at home? I'm so happy I got to witness your expression when you learned he was now mine. Wasn't that shocking?
You are so terrible, OMG. Yes, I was taken aback, and you did a wonderful job of making me feel bad. But I've moved over that and genuinely don't care anymore. I already thanked you for getting me out of it. What about right now? So, might I just end our conversation? It's getting boring and I don't see the point.
Have you got anything further to say? I believe you omitted an essential detail.
In what way? I'm almost through with the whole affair. So what exactly did you two do to leave now? I could care less. Please don't involve me. Sincerely, I don't care about Kane any longer.
What the heck? Your only answer to this is that? You only had that much love for Kane, right? You truly didn't love him, did you? Oh, poor. I regret that he had to spend time with such a heartless, cruel person, which is why he came to me.
Ruthless? In what ways am I being ruthless here? Do not include me in the same group as you, please.
You say that, but is it really true? You weren't in love with him, rather, you were a heartless, vicious person who had no regard for him. I believe you were simply utilizing him.
We had just begun our relationship, and I was quite serious about it. Even though it appears like I was the only one who took our connection seriously.
What are you discussing that you never take seriously? You never take him seriously. Observing how quickly you abandoned your romance. You obviously didn't care about him at all. You may call it quits with him at any time. You believe you are so hot? I am acquainted with you. Right away, you were prepared to play pranks on some other lads. With everyone in the office, grinning and flirting. You tried to appear so innocent, but I guess appearances aren't everything, huh?
When have I ever done something similar? I'm simply grinning because I want to be a decent person. You're the one playing with all the males you see in the office, so please quit attempting to lump me in with you. You have the air of someone who is incapable of taking relationships seriously. You only care about yourself if you are constantly undermining other people.
No, you're mistaken. I really do care for him. I'm not sure whether he did with you, but we're already discussing getting married and he views you as someone he wants to spend his entire life with.
All right, great, go ahead and wed Kane. Good luck. I could care less. Showcase anything you want.
Oh, and you're allowed to spread stories about this at work, you know, if you want to.
Why on heck would I want to involve anyone in this mess?
I informed you that we would be discussing marriage at some point. If you spread rumors about having your boyfriend kidnapped or even about us considering marriage, as you usually do, it's as if you're saying Kane and I are leaving because you're not. Therefore, whatever rumor spreads, it will only benefit us since you will now be stating the truth.
I'm not sure how that operates, but I'll go with anything you say. I have no intention of or desire to spread rumors. Even if I were to disseminate any rumors, it would be irrelevant. People will support me and say things like, "Oh, she went for your man as well." There are already a lot of people who were victims of you going around and going for people's boyfriends. Therefore, I don't care if you take Kane, and I don't care about Kane, so please have him.
Wow, fantastic, then. This time, I'm going out with the salesperson who consistently has the highest sales. This one can get married without any doubt. I'm sorry I stole such a terrific person. Oh, and before you forget, come get your things at Kane's. It will interfere with my plans to visit him later today. There is nowhere for me to store my stuff if your things are in the way.
Can you just ask him to send all of my items to my apartment if it's in your way? I only need to know how much shipping will cost since I can pay it.
Given how awful it is to look at all of your crap, I suppose that's the least I can do for you. When we send it over, I'll let you know.
Irene, we need to talk. I've been feeling unhappy in our marriage, and I've fallen in love with someone else.
What? How could you do this to me, Kane? To cheat on me with someone we both know? Have you no respect for our marriage?
I'm sorry, Irene, but I've reached a point where I can't go on like this anymore. I've been feeling neglected and unfulfilled for a long time. I never intended for this to happen, but I can't ignore my feelings.
Neglected? Unfulfilled? Is that your excuse for betraying our vows? We promised to be there for each other through thick and thin. And now you're telling me you want to leave me for someone else?
I understand that this is difficult for you to hear, but I can't deny my emotions any longer. Staying in a loveless marriage isn't fair to either of us. I've made up my mind, Irene. I want a divorce.
Divorce? After all these years, you're just willing to throw it all away? What about our history, our memories, the life we built together?
I've thought long and hard about this, Irene. I can't live a lie anymore. We've both changed, and it's clear that we're not making each other happy. It's better for both of us to move on and find our own happiness.
This is unbelievable. I never thought I'd hear these words from you, Kane. I gave you my love and devotion, and this is how you repay me. I won't let you destroy our marriage without a fight.
Irene, I understand that you're hurt and angry right now, but we can't force a love that no longer exists. It's time for us to face the reality and make a decision that will ultimately lead to our individual happiness.
Happiness? How can I find happiness when the person I trusted the most has shattered my heart? I never expected this from you, Kane. You've disappointed me in the worst possible way. Kane, how could you do this to me? How dare you have an affair with my former coworker right in front of my face?
I'm tired, Irene. I've had enough. This marriage has become unbearable, and I've fallen in love with someone else.
Unbearable? What are you talking about? We've been through so much together, and now you betray me like this?
It's not about what we've been through. It's about how unhappy I've been. I can't continue living a lie.
So, instead of addressing the issues in our marriage, you choose to cheat on me? That's your solution?
I'm not justifying my actions, Irene. I know it's wrong, but I've reached my breaking point. I've decided to pursue a life with the person I truly love.
You're throwing away our marriage for some infatuation? Have you even considered the consequences of your actions?
I have, Irene. And I believe that ending our marriage is the best decision for both of us. We can't keep pretending to be happy when we're not.
I can't believe I trusted you, Kane. I thought we had a strong bond, but you've shattered that trust into pieces.
I'm sorry, Irene. I never wanted to hurt you, but I can't ignore my own feelings anymore. It's time for us to move on separately.
Fine. If you're so determined to leave me for someone else, then go ahead. But know that you've destroyed something precious, and I won't easily forgive or forget this betrayal.
I understand that, Irene. I know I've hurt you deeply, and I regret it. I'll make arrangements for a divorce and try to minimize the pain as much as possible.
Just go. I need time to process everything and figure out how to rebuild my life without you.
Irene, goodbye.
You should get out of my life.
Hello, Irene, long time no spoke. What's the status? Are you aware of what occurred to me? When Mila and I first started dating, she was already cheating on me.
Yes, I am aware of everything. And in a week, you were the one who was dumped, right? It appears that you received what you deserved and are now alone. Well done.
I suppose that I have earned that much from you. I simply wanted to know.
Do you believe we can resume our relationship, say, by going out again? Boyfriend and female.
What?
Hello, Irene, I'm sorry I offended you and caused you pain. I should never have done it, and I really apologize. I erred in judgment.
Yes, you did made a very serious error.
You are aware that a lot of things occurred, but I was also deceived by her, as were the rest of us. I was simply wondering whether it would be possible to completely forget what occurred and start again. Oh no, it wasn't humorous at all. I apologize if saying all of that and making the same confession to you again was a bit humiliating.
She deceived me, and now we have. We also have the trait of being victims, thus I don't believe anyone else is the right person for me but you.
That narrative you just told me, in my opinion, contains a number of falsehoods, and I think there may be a little more to it.
Huh. Why do you say that? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Why would I be telling lies? LOL, I've already told you everything that occurred.
You did realize Mila was engaged immediately away, didn't you? She informed me that she had a few people waiting, and I doubt that you have the kind of eye to miss that.
What? No, I was ignorant. She had many people waiting in line, right?
I've been on the phone the entire time and have already spoken to Mila's fiancé, so I am aware of everything that is happening at this time. It certainly doesn't appear appealing. It appears that a lot of things are going your way. How pathetic. Oh, you'll face a charge of alienating affection. My suspicion is that the fiancé is suing you for financing the entire union.
Why am I getting charged? Is even that legal? I was unaware of this. But hold on, weren't you talking to Mila's fiancé before that?
Yes, Mila's fiancé and I were speaking, and we were exchanging whatever information we might have. I made things happen so Mila would suffer because I could not forgive Mila for what she did to me. So I went ahead and performed some investigation, discovered who he was, and exchanged information, which led to the current situation.
I was genuinely unaware of this. I had no knowledge.
So, assuming that's the case, when did your relationship with her end? You didn't, in my opinion. Do you suppose you cut off contact with her? Are you still seeing her, by any chance? She hinted when she was chatting to me about this that she was just having a little fun here and there, as in friends with benefits. I informed you that she provided me more information than I need or desired. In this instance, it assisted me in reaching this decision.
No, I don't know any of this and I haven't even spoken to her at work in a while. However, I believe she was simply making stuff up to upset you.
You could have received a letter requesting you to back up your denials with some evidence, and right now you're simply acting stupid to get my assistance. Making those extra payments is going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure of it. According to what I've heard, paying for such things will be expensive. I infer from what I know about you that you also owe a lot more money on your credit cards. I believe you were only attempting to reunite with me in order to solicit my assistance in paying for part of this. After all, I previously assisted you because of your carelessness, but we were still going out. However, now that you're trying to take advantage of me once more, you're at your worst, Kane.
No. It's a complete misunderstanding. I wouldn't do such a thing. I received those mails, but I wasn't attempting to take advantage of you in any way. There is also a misunderstanding on their end. I didn't do what they're accusing me of doing.
Right? It's simply a miscommunication? Don't you believe that they are prosecuting you because they already have enough of proof that you participated in the crime? Undermining a relationship while you were already aware of it? Given how much you know about it, I'm very confident you were aware of it.
You are so knowledgeable about this that you knew about it. Did you assist them with this? I obviously did, because I did.
Naturally, I assisted them with this because why not? It's called retaliation, and seeing Mila and you suffer for what you two done would make me the happiest person on earth.
What?
You might have left me out of it. That is awful and nasty. No, it isn't the issue at hand. I also want Mila to endure pain. You see, I'm also a victim, therefore I hope she receives the justice she deserves. She destroyed every one of our lives.
Please quit presenting yourself as the victim in this situation. You are aware that you ruined the fiancé's life, don't you? Not you, he is the victim. Reuniting once more? I don't need someone toxic like you in my life, so forget it. Did you forget how you told me about your affair with me? Why would you brag to me about cheating even if you were doing it? Go back to Mila if you need someone to complain to about this. This is over, I'm done. You must have been the best in the sales division. You'll find a way to overcome it, I'm sure. You can manage things on your own, farewell. I believe our conversation is over. Kane tried to contact me many times, but it was too late. I have decided to give up on him and start another life. And my former colleague is still trying to find another richer man after kicking my ex-husband's ass.